Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lady Coco Show. It's myself and Mario, the son of soul. We got a
What's
special
going
guest
on?
tonight. It's party time, y'all. Y'all come on, share the live. Hey, BJ. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Now bring it up, bring it up, bring it up to me. Let me see you shake, 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 shake. Now break it down to me. Break it down, break it down, break it down to me. Bring it up to me. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up to me. Let me see you shake, shake, shake. All right, y'all. That is by Mario, the son of soul. Let me see you shake. How you doing, partner?
Oh man, I can't complain. Even if I tried, it wouldn't help a thing.
That one help a thing. I'm loving that song.
I appreciate it. Appreciate
You're
it.
trying to see shake out there. Let me see you shake.
Man,
It better
yeah.
be your wife. It better be your wife
Hey.
shaking.
Oh yeah. Right. Ain't
That,
nothing
that's
else
who, that's
going.
who shaking, right? Don't start no stuff tonight.
It,
That's who shaking. Your wife.
yeah. Every, everything else come with a headache. Yeah. That's the only thing shaking for me. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So how's your week going? How was your weekend? Let's get into it.
It's been good. It's been good. Just a lot of work and kind of getting prepared for this award this weekend. And
Okay. Where's the
man, just
award?
some part of Mississippi. I forget the part now. What is it? It start with H. That's all I know. I ain't never heard of it before.
Is it the
Um,
Soul Awards or something like that? I
yeah,
seen one
yeah, yeah,
flyer floating around.
yeah. Man, it's big, man. It's big. It's gonna be nice. It's my first award show ever going to, so I've never
So,
been
so what are you
nominated for
nominated
anything.
for?
What song of the year, um, best vocal of the year, and new artist, I think, or something like that.
New Artist of the
Uh,
Year. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah. I'm
we're
trying.
rooting for you. You know that over here on 75.
I appreciate. I appreciate it, too. Yeah,
Yes.
but
Now,
far than
listen,
that,
last
I ain't
week you
get.
had a word for us. It was, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, I was just kind of straightening it out, just saying, man, just getting prepared and getting ready to have a good time.
You wearing a tux this weekend?
Nah, probably like a half a tux. Ain't wearing no tux.
You know, y'all wearing gym shoes now with the suits and everything.
Yeah, nah, I'm in between. Like they ain't gym shoes. Yeah,
uh,
they ain't too churchy, but they comfortable. But I ain't got to worry about sliding either. You know what I'm saying? So
oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
You don't want to slide on
yeah,
the ice.
yeah.
All right.
I ain't try to. Yeah, I
Yes.
ain't
Well,
trying to
listen,
slide.
last week you had this word for us that was called icy. So,
Yeah,
what word do you have for us this week? It can't be icy again.
can't be icy.
Mm-mm.
Mm, that dog won't
He said that
hunt.
dog won't hunt. Okay. I'm gonna have
That
to
dog ain't.
remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that dog won't hunt.
The
If
dog won't hunt.
somebody wants you to do something, you ain't gonna want to do it. Nah, that dog ain't gonna hunt. So
Okay. All
because
right.
yeah, ain't gonna have.
I can get with that one. The dog won't hunt.
Okay.
So listen, we got a great show lined up for you all tonight. We have the Gold Goat. That's what we said we were gonna call him. The Gold Goat.
Oh yeah, yeah,
How we make a G? Can we make a G? That's a
yeah.
The Go Goat. Listen, for the third time around, I believe. Listen, no other than, oh my God, what song do I want to bring this man in? He got so many from the church all the way over there to make y'all shout and so much stuff. I should tell y'all to guess who it is. We've been promoting it now for a few weeks, and I should tell y'all to guess, but I won't do it because sometimes y'all be sleeping for real and peeking around the corner. So we're gonna bring him in here with something tonight. You know, if he was on stage, he'd probably tell y'all to go and put your hands together.
Right.
So we're gonna bring him in here tonight. There you go. He got the cup. Big having y'all.
Oh yeah.
She looks including with a girl on Friday. They go to church on Sunday. Then back to work on Monday. She got priorities and a family. And what I like about her most of all, she knows how to cook. What you say? Red and yellow and black eyed. She don't need no cook. That's what I like about her. I'm trying to country. Hey, all around the world. All right. That's the
Yeah,
Gold Goat. We said the Gold Goat, and he accepted that name tonight. No
that's
legends
funny.
up in here. How you doing, Vic?
That's funny. I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good.
And listen, you know, I'm liking that background back there. You came in here ready this time. You know, the third time around, you got to get the Father right, the Son right. He came in with the Holy Ghost tonight, y'all, with that red cup.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So you said you wasn't coming no more without getting it right. You got it right too. And I'm
I told you
loving it,
that.
man. I'm loving it. So how's things going for you? And welcome.
Everything's good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, I gotta
Appreciate it.
always have you at least once a year. I told you that last year when you and Terry was here, but I said this time I was gonna split y'all up, huh?
Twice a year.
Twice a year?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna let me do you twice a year?
Yeah, twice a year. At least twice
I
a year.
wanna do you,
Uh, mhm.
do you? Now don't y'all take that the wrong way, okay? It's a song. You got a pretty wife over there in Jackson, Mississippi. So
My
okay,
son.
twice. How's she doing, anyways? How's that lovely wife?
She's doing great. We actually just released an album on her today. It's
Really?
called It's called My Heart. It's combination album. It's spoken word and some music. A lot of
Mm,
people don't know she's a hell of a singer. She sung background on a lot of my stuff and
I did
a
not
lot of
know that,
a lot of
Vic.
stuff I did with Woody Clayton and several other artists. And she's been in the background. She didn't really, not really big on wanting to be out front, so to speak. But we got out there this time, and I'm very proud of what we came up with. So everybody, just go to YouTube, type in Sonia Allen, and like the title of the project is My Heart. I think you'll
Oh
be
no,
very
that's
pleasantly surprised.
wonderful. That's and so all this time, Vic, you didn't tell me your wife was a singer too.
Really?
No, I bet she can blow it out the water. No, you
Oh,
never.
definitely, definitely. That's
Wow.
how that's actually how we met. We met singing together several years ago. I won't say how many
You
years
don't
and
want to
years.
tell your age. Don't tell your age
Nah,
because you was back there with them spiritual boys. Don't tell your age.
yeah, yeah. Nah, If I tell my age, that completely erases the black dye. So let's.
Well, no,
Right.
not if you telling them because you told us you had the black dye in your hair, but you still look like a young man, like really, really young. Where's your wrinkles? You don't have no wrinkles. You wait a minute. You doing more than that. No, ain't no. You trying to make wrinkles. You don't have no wrinkles.
No, I got some.
You was
Mhm.
out there jumping around with Harvey and all of them, and you ain't got no wrinkles. They changed. You didn't.
I got some. I'm just hiding them real good. It's a
You got
certain
on
way I
makeup
hold my
too.
face.
Wait a
No,
minute. You got on makeup.
no. We don't do makeup. uh, no.
No, but you look good, Vic. Like for real, man. You and your wife, y'all look really, really young. How many children do you have?
I have 6 children,
Okay.
and they
Mm-hmm.
are all grown.
All grown.
My
See
youngest
there,
is
eventually
18.
you're gonna have to tell us your age because you keep going.
Mm-mm. I started when I was 16. 12.
12. Now see, you play too much. You play too much. You play too much. I see
My
Theo Huff
youngest is
on
my
here. Do
youngest
you
is
know Theo
18,
Huff?
and my
Wait, do
youngest
you
is
know
18.
Theo? Do you
Who?
know Theo Huff?
Yeah,
Theo,
very well,
he's
very
on
well.
here. Hey
Hey
Theo.
Theo, what's up? What's up? Me and Theo did a we were on a show together a couple of years back, and he wound up calling me out on stage, and we did some Tyrone Davis together. I still that was a great time. We had a great time up in Michigan somewhere.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wow, that's good. So okay, now you said your children's ages are
I said my youngest is 18, my oldest is 30, so they all in between there.
all in between that.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I got plenty of time to ask you questions, but Mario, he has to go. He's also an artist, and so he did a little research on you. So he want to ask a couple of questions, and then he's gonna
My
possibly
bad.
have to get. Oh, don't get scared now. You named him the Golden Goat. Don't get.
Nah, when I ain't moving, boy, that lighter cut off. So I was just trying to
Mm.
make sure, you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'm at work, so they think I'm still working. But now nah, I'm playing.
Yeah,
But
that's all right. That's all right.
hey, but nah, man, I was doing some research on you, boss, and definitely, man, I mean, definitely inspired me, man, to continue to keep going. But one of my questions was, what keeps you in love with music?
What keeps me? That's an interesting question. Me and my wife just talking about it a little while ago. I can't say what it is. Once you've been bitten
Right,
by this music bug, so to speak, it's just in you, and you know the people that do it for the love of it and not for any other reason. We just we just we just love what we do. We may not get all the accolades and all the reward we want to get out of it, but because we love it so much, we still do it.
Mhm.
And
okay,
like I said, once you get bitten by that bug, that music bug bites you like it does.
right,
It's starting to bite my youngest son already. He
Oh.
yeah. So I don't know. I can't explain it.
okay,
We just love what we
okay,
do. We just love what we
right,
do, and do it for the love of it. Because we ain't. I say this delicately. We ain't out here making Michael Jackson money,
right,
or Prince money, or those artists like that. We do it for the love of it. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay. That's a good one right there, man.
yeah, yeah.
Um, let me think. Well, another I saw that you actually got into this business real young when you was singing in high school,
Yep.
and I mean to do that. So you like I said that boy bit you a long time ago, bro. So it was just yeah, yeah.
I had
he
my
was ready.
mind. I had my mind made up at a very young age what I wanted to do. So I tell this story a lot. I play piano, and I played piano at the church when I was young, and you know, I was so serious about it. My friends would be outside playing, and I wouldn't even go out and play with them. I just wanted to practice and get better, practice my singing and practice my playing, and I spent a lot of time doing that. And that's how dedicated I was, even at a young age. So I
Right,
was serious in high school. I had made up my mind what I wanted to do already.
Wow.
man. Who I mean, who inspired you?
Man, my inspirations were really weird because when I was in high school, you know, yeah, I'm fixing to tell my age still. We were
You're not gonna
most of
tell it. Go ahead and talk to us, then.
my friends were listening to people like Michael Jackson and uh, Prince and those artists in that era. I was listening
Okay.
to the OJ's, Bobby Womack, and Johnny Taylor even when I was in high school. So my
Okay.
influences started there in high school. I mean, I was like an old man listening to old school R&B back when I was 16 years old. So
Wow.
that kind of shaped me. Al Green, of course. Those were my early influences, as well as a lot of gospel artists. Of course, the Can Spirituals, Mighty Clouds of Joy, Jack Southern as Christian Air. I can go on and on. But those were my
Okay.
early influences, and as I got older, I got even deeper into music like that. I started listening to Bobby Bland, Bobby Blue Bland, and Little
Okay.
Milton, and you know those were
Okay.
my heroes. And
Okay.
I tell this all the time. I was blessed with opportunity. I got to meet a lot of those guys because in those early years, fresh out of high school, I was doing a lot of work at Malaco, and
Okay.
eventually signed to Malaco. But I got to
Malico
meet,
Records.
yeah, Malaco
Okay.
Records. I got to meet and work with Johnny Taylor, uh, Tyrone Davis. I wrote and produced some stuff for him, and
Oh, wow.
Marvin Cease,
Oh
Mel
wow.
Waiters. I did a couple songs on Mel, so it was an interesting time during the early parts of my career because I was rubbing elbows with those giants, and and,
With the
and
right people. Right.
oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's something I treasure now because they're all gone.
Right.
And a lot of people didn't get a chance to meet and work with those cats, but I was blessed with that opportunity. I cherish those memories.
Man. Well, I'm gonna ask you something, man. Most of us artists don't really hear when it comes to an artist that have, you know what I'm saying, that have a book like yourself when it comes to working with great people. Um, One thing I would wanted to ask you is that how many times you quit before you actually picked yourself back up? Like, all right, let me get back, let me get back on
Let
this.
me tell you what, I quit in my head a million times,
Okay,
but only
okay,
in my head.
Mhm.
all right, all right,
I would say, all right, I'm through. I ain't doing this no more. But it
yeah,
never stopped. It never stopped. I would always keep doing what I was doing. I never stop. I would tell myself that, but no, I never quit.
okay,
Wow.
so,
Just
yeah,
in my mind, I'm through with this, man. I ain't doing this no
yeah, yeah,
more. And with being
But
in the
wait, what
studio,
would make you say you quit though? Even in your head, what would make you say that?
well, we get knocked down a lot. You get people
right,
talking
right,
about you and people keeping you from progressing. The same thing that's happening now was happening back then. People would try to keep you off of shows and would try to keep your music from being distributed and played by certain people. And it's been going on
They
all
did
along.
that back then, Vic. They tried to
Oh
keep you off
yeah,
the shows.
oh
Okay,
definitely,
so it's not new. Okay.
definitely, definitely.
Well,
So
let
so
me ask you this then. I'll be the cut you. I'm sorry. Which one worse? Is it worse then or is it worse now?
I think it's worse now.
Okay,
Most
okay,
I think it's
definitely. I
worse
think
now
so.
because the market is real saturated. First of all,
right,
Mhm.
uh, you got a group of about 100 Southern Soul artists coming out every day,
right,
and some of them should be doing something else,
right,
Mhm. That's a nice
and
way to say it.
right,
yeah, 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 yeah.
right.
Some of them should be doing something else, and uh, and I know I hate this word, but hating is at an all-time high.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
But you just have to. I always say cream rises to the top. I tell any
right.
Mhm.
artist just keep recording, keep putting out music, keep being professional about what you do. You will start to rise. Cream always rises to the top.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good. That was
it may
good.
not come overnight, but just keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. You definitely right. Um, who was one of your favorite? Well, I ain't gonna say that because that'd be kind of making other people feel like they're not important. Um, What's your favorite song you wrote that like to this point now when you hear it, it takes you back to that moment when you know what I'm saying, that feeling you felt when you first wrote it.
My favorite song I wrote was a song probably not a lot of people heard because it was a B-side for Willie Clayton.
Okay.
Um, I wrote a lot of stuff for Willie Clayton back in the early 2000s. I think I wrote probably 3 CDs worth of songs.
Wow.
Uh, and we spread them out over several CDs back then. But there's this one song called "Let's Stay Together," and it's on. I can't remember which CD it's on, but it was a B-side. It didn't get released as a single, but that was one.
It's
That's my
not
favorite
soul
song.
music. It's not
No, I
soul
was
music.
think. No, I didn't write that.
Ah,
No, I didn't write that. The goat wrote that. The real goat wrote that.
the real goat, not the gold
Yeah,
goat.
right. Right. He wrote that. I didn't write that.
Not the Kobe Bryant, but the Jordan wrote it.
Right.
Okay,
There
I
you
get it.
go.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, I get that.
Okay,
Then
Mario.
I guess also I wrote a song for Willie Clayton called "Love Me Some You." That's real high on the list. I love that song.
Mhm.
It's one of my favorites. Probably number two on the list.
Okay. All right. One more question for you, boss. If you can change anything in Southern Soul, what would it be?
Hmm. The, the funny thing about that is what I would change is already starting to change.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
the demographic, people that
Okay.
listen to it, is starting to really grow and expand, and we are starting to get more attention on radio.
Okay.
That
Okay.
would be the thing I would change, but it's starting to change already because of artists like King George, uh, Pokey, and Calvin Richardson. Those artists are starting to get a lot of more mainstream airplay, and it's opening the door for everybody else
Mhm.
Right.
because people are being introduced to this music that otherwise may not be familiar with it or may not get to hear it a lot. And like I said, it's opening the door for everybody. That's
Okay.
that's the only thing that's the biggest thing I would change. But like thankfully it's starting to change on its own. So
Okay. Okay. Oh man, hey,
Okay.
well, definitely you answered all the things I was curious about, sir. Man, I appreciate it, Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
don't let
got
him do
I
you like
gotta
that, Big.
slip that in, man. I gotta
hey,
slip
hey,
it in.
Don't let
hey,
him do you
hey,
like that. We
hey.
got to get the cue cards out because,
Look.
okay.
Oh, I got one more. I got one more. I can't let you go before you do. Hey, who wrote Heavenly Choir?
Uh I'm pretty sure Harvey did.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
See,
that,
is
you know what
that,
he's
that's
trying, hey, Vic, he's trying to let you know that he actually did research you.
I
That's what
see.
he's trying. Yeah, he's trying
I
to let you
see.
man. Yeah. Hey, trust me, man. It wasn't hard to find a light skinned guy in the group. You know what I'm saying? So I knew who I was looking for. No,
Right.
hey, I said, boy, got that Maxwell hair back there, man. I know who
Right.
that nigga is.
Right. Right.
But
Hey,
I
but
told him,
nah,
you know
man.
what I told him? I said, Vic, I said, Mario, you need to go do your work. Find out exactly who he is. Because I'm like, do you know who Vic Allen is? He was like, no, I don't. I said, you need to go find out before the show. So you did good, Mario. You
Oh
did your
yeah,
homework.
oh yeah. Trust me, I'm still listening to his music. I got him on Spotify right now, man. So you
All
definitely
right.
got
All
my
right.
support. You
I
know,
appreciate
Yes.
that. Appreciate that.
man,
Good
it's
job,
love,
Mario.
man.
So
I
let me go
appreciate
back a
it.
little bit off of this question, piggyback a little bit. Um, you know how King George came into Southern Soul, right?
Hmm.
Basically just kicked the door down and took off.
Right.
So when you first started in soul music, Southern Soul, who was it then that came in unstoppable? Like when you started?
Sir Charles Jones.
I knew it.
Yeah.
And who was
Yeah.
after Sir
Came
Charles?
in.
Did anybody else come after Sir Charles?
Hmm.
Like that? Did anybody else come in? Because so far, We haven't had anybody to come in like King George, not behind it.
Nah, I think that was pretty much it. Of course, it was Mel Waiters before Sir Charles.
Right.
It was Mel Waiters and then Sir Charles, and that was kind of it, on that level for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, did Sir Charles have any problems? Were there anybody out there um, just tried to comfort him or tried to mimic who he was?
Oh, of course, you're gonna always have copycats. Everybody that's you know doing something positive, they're gonna have some copycats. So yeah, he had I had some copycats. Yeah, we all had some copycats.
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, but that goes back to what I said a minute ago. The cream always rises to the top.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Always.
And you know what, Vic, it has to rise to the top because it can't go to the bottom, right? And
That's right.
so you have seemed to stay on top since you started.
Try
I
that. That
haven't
that
seen.
comes from one of my golden rules is when you stop creating, when you stop recording and stop putting out music, then you basically level off.
Mm-hmm.
Now you may have some big hits. I use Frankie Beverly Mays for example. They don't have to record. He don't have to record anything else. But
Right.
you know what that does is that kind of levels off your audience.
Mm-hmm.
Even though young people are familiar with Frankie Beverly Mays, as the years go by, without putting out more music, that makes you
Mm-hmm.
less and less relevant to the newer generation.
Right.
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 So if as long as you're putting out music, you have an opportunity to be introduced to a younger audience and a new audience.
Okay.
So that's always been my mantra when it comes to that. Just keep putting out music.
Absolutely. So how soon should an artist put out music? Like let's say you put out one today. Do you wait for another 6 months to a year? How soon after you put
I I think that's some of the problem going on now. I think a lot of people are releasing music too fast and too much because you
Mhm.
got to at least give a song an opportunity to grow and see what it's gonna do before you kill it with a new song.
Right.
I tell this story a lot. I heard Pokey in Alexandria, Louisiana, sing "Side Piece" 2 years before the world became familiar with it.
Mhm.
2 years,
2 years
2 whole
straight,
years. I
straight.
heard him personally sing "Side Piece" in a club in Alexandria, Louisiana, 2 years before the world became familiar with the song. Now, what if they had stopped promoting that song and said, "Ah, it ain't working. We're gonna put something else out on top of it."
Uh huh.
We might not know who Pokey is,
Uh huh.
but you gotta let the music. You gotta give it a chance to grow, and I think it comes from a lot of artists becoming impatient. This ain't happening
Right.
fast enough. My music ain't catching on as fast as I wanted to. Let me put something else out. Or keep putting out songs, and I just personally, I think that's just the wrong plan when it comes to promoting music. You gotta
Right.
give it
So,
time.
so how long do you think they should wait though? Because it's happening so much in Southern Soul. They come out in 30 days, and then 30 days later they're back in the studio. Not
Yeah,
saying you can't go to the studio,
right,
but how can we become familiar with who you are in your music if you're constantly flopping around like that?
right. I agree. You said 6 months to a year. After 6 months, you at least have some idea if a song has the potential to catch on.
Hmm.
Mm.
You know, and if you see it does have the potential, if it's, I look at it like a hill. If the song is still climbing after 6 months, then I would stick with it. If it's leveled off or if it's starting to fall, then after 6 months you might need to get ready to release something else.
Yeah, do something else. That's going to draw the attention of your fans and the
And
people.
see, now it's different. It's even easier because we have data. We have
Mm.
data that we can look at. You look at your Spotify data. You look at your your Apple Music, you look at the playlists that are coming out. Back then, in the early days, we didn't have that. We had to all we had was what the DJs were saying.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go by what they were saying. But now
Absolutely.
you can use that data. You can see what your music is doing on all those platforms, and that gives you an idea. Should I stick with it or should I move on to something else?
Absolutely. And you know what, Vic? The same thing with the DJs. Like when an artist sends a song and you know that song is really hot, it to me, because I play the music too, just keep running the song.
Right.
Just because they come out with a new song, that doesn't mean that you run away from the song that they gave you from the beginning to push after them because you know it's a hit.
Well,
So if
a
you
lot
start,
of DJs don't understand that.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. And then, I'm gonna tell you something too. This is why I don't take money from the artists to play their music because that means it's on my time. I'm
There
playing
you
the
go.
music, so I can play it as long as I want to play. Now, if you tired of, you can go someplace else and listen to what
That's
they're
right.
playing. But I feel like if it's a good song, I'm gonna keep pushing it. And then I notice this too. Sometimes they'll give me 2, 3 songs within a year, and I'm not gonna play all 3 songs
Right.
because there's somebody else out there want to be heard also.
Right.
So give me the song that you want and let's put it in rotation and keep it going.
That's
So
right.
I agree with the 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
So
that's a good
so
time.
let us know how you have maintained Vic Allen out here all these 45 years on stage.
Oh my goodness, not quite that long, but
I know, but it seems like it's been so long. And looking at the Canton spirituals, you were over there jumping around and clapping and doing your thing, and now you over here. But you've been over here so long, and you've been out there so long. So, what keeps you motivated and going?
just I mean, I hate to keep saying this, but it's just the love I have for the music. I mean, I can't put it any other way.
Hmm.
Because it's not the fortune, it's not the fame. It's the love I have for soul music. Like I said,
Hmm.
it started as a teenager, and I like the idea of being able to introduce younger artists, younger audience to it, a younger audience,
Hmm.
because today's some of today's soul music isn't very soulful, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So I try to keep mine in a soulful realm so that audiences can be introduced to it, and the ones that like it will still have something to hold on to. The ones that already
Hmm.
know about it and are already familiar with it, they have something to hold on to. So, I just like creating and trying to be as creative and soulful as possible.
Right.
You know.
Okay, let me ask you this question. I know we've interviewed 3 times now. I think I don't know. I don't forget. I haven't lost the count, but I know we do it. So, your first time performing on stage, were you nervous?
On a Southern Soul stage,
Any stage, when your first time, your very first time performing, were you nervous? Were you scared?
no,
How did you feel
no,
the
I
very first time?
no, no, I wasn't. I felt more at home doing that than I did anything else. Now, my first Southern Soul show, I was nervous because
Really?
I was coming from gospel and didn't quite know how to make the change, so to
Make
speak.
a change?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So I was a little
okay.
nervous there, but first time ever,
But the first time ever, it was gospel, right?
right, right.
So, how long did you do gospel?
Um, I started singing gospel when I was about 16,
16.
and I joined the Canton Spirituals when I was 18. So I started professionally when I was 18, and I traveled with them for about 17 years.
Oh, wow.
And then that's when I started the Southern Soul thing. I think I started doing this around 2000. So you can do the math.
2000. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
long time.
I
You've
put
been out
my
there a long
first
time.
first CD out in 2000.
In
Mm.
2000.
Hmm.
So right now you got to be about 71 years old.
Well, actually, I'm 85. I just had a birthday, so I'm 85 now.
You said happy birthday. You know, you probably about 45. I'm just messing with your age. You look so young though, man. You talking about for 17
Yes.
years. And then now you started this in 20 and it's 20.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. A long
Yeah.
time, Vic. So do you have any artists under your belt?
No,
You
no,
don't.
no, I don't.
Okay. So you think your wife is gonna be under you or you guys are gonna do this together?
Uh, well, she is. She's a little more. Uh, I categorize her as jazz.
Jazz.
So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, but you know we, there'll be some collaboration. We've actually collaborated before on some of my
Mhm.
older projects.
Okay.
So, and like I said here lately, it's been mostly she uh, helped out in the background, but we're gonna pull her out front and you know.
And make it happen for her.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're
So
gonna
now
do.
you say you've been out there with Marvin Cease, Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor,
Mhm.
Mel Waiters too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All of those guys. So have you done a show with all of them before
Oh
they
yeah,
all of you
absolutely.
guys? Yeah, I thought I
Hmm.
saw some work back there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
what experience was that?
Oh, it
Um,
was great. It was great. Like I said, you know how you're in the moment and you don't really think about how special something is.
mhm.
We didn't take pictures, and it didn't even cross my mind, how special that was, and that I needed to have pictures with with Tyrone and Johnny and all these people, because it just never. I don't know. It just I didn't realize how. I guess you kind of think you never see them leaving here, even though everybody got
Right.
to leave. You just never really see them leaving here, and you never thought. I didn't think about it like that when we were working together back then. I remember one time I did a show with Tyrone. I think we were in Alabama somewhere, and I
Mhm.
had just produced a song for him. The song was called "Can I Stop By." I wrote and produced a song for him, and when I got through performing, he sent someone to the stage to tell me to come here, and he had that maroon bus at the time. I don't know if anybody remembers that. He had a maroon bus, and
Mm.
he called me to come on the bus, and we sat there and we were sitting there just talking and laughing. And I thought about it for a second. I said, wait a minute, I'm sitting there talking on the bus with Tyrone Day. And
And
that's what it hit me. Before that, I didn't really think anything about it, but I was like, this is a very special deal, right? Because he was talking to me like we've been knowing each other 40 years. We were good friends. He would call me sometimes, because he called cuss me out on the phone. That's what he used to do. But yeah, it was a special time, and I hate I just didn't have a lot of documentation of that. All our pictures and
right,
none of
things
that.
like
I
that.
tell you what though, I still have his phone number saved in my phone right now.
You gonna call them sometimes?
No, 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 no. I still got his number. I still got Mel Waiter's number. I still got inboxes and messages that Mel sent me saved in my phone right now
Wow.
today. Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing. So what type of guys were they like on a personal level? How were they?
Well, they were all different. Uh, Mel was a very humble guy, very humble,
Mhm.
very fun to be around. Uh, Mel used to always say, "I ain't no singer. I'm an entertainer. I'm gonna let y'all do all that singing," and he was okay with that because he was a really really awesome entertainer. Everybody knows it. But and of course, Tyrone and Johnny, they were a little more. Uh, what's the word? They were a little more. I don't want to say the wrong word. They were.
Just 1 second, Vic. 1 second.
Uh,
we have to excuse Mario, the son of soul. He
Okay.
usually do about a half an hour. So thank you so
Okay.
much, Mario,
I
for being here.
appreciate it,
We'll see
man.
you next Tuesday.
Most definitely, man. Definitely, man. I'm finna get back and I'm definitely gonna check the rest of it out. But it's an honor to talk to you, Kobe.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All
Nice
right, T.
talking with you. All right.
Man, you
All
too,
right.
Good
family.
night,
Enjoy.
All right.
Mario. Thank you. All right, it's you and I. So go
That's
ahead.
cool. Yeah, Johnny Tyrone was a little more old school, and those old school artists had a lot of competitiveness in them, and
Hmm.
they were
Really?
always, oh yeah, yeah. It was all about they would tell each other, I'm gonna kick your so and so tonight, Yeah, they had a lot of that in them. So they were just great to be around. Really, Marvin
Right.
was the same way. Marvin Cease was the same way. He was the same way.
Wow. So
Yeah, yeah.
was Marvin seemed to be like a very fun guy. Did he tell a lot
Oh yeah.
of jokes?
Oh, he told a lot of jokes, and I hope don't nobody get mad at me. He told a lot of lies too. I'm tell you like this: no matter what you said, no matter what happened, like you tell a story. Well, man, I'm telling you what happened to me, man. I did blah blah blah, and such happened to me. No, you can't come up with a story that Marvin won't say. Man, same thing happened to me.
He was just lying. Marvin was
Nah,
lying.
nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Let's just say he had a lot of experiences.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, 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 yeah. He had
okay.
a lot of experiences. Great, great, great people, man. I miss those guys, and I
Yeah,
learned a lot from them. I learned a whole lot
right. So how
from them.
about the females? Back then we had who was it? Betty Wright. Who else was back there with
Yeah.
you?
Denise LaSalle.
Denise LaSalle.
Yes,
What
yes.
was your
Now that's
relationship with her?
that's I was cool with Denise back in the day. I actually did a little work with her too. She was now you talking about a load of fun.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
load of fun.
a load of fun. And one of my all time favorites, Peggy Scott Adams. God rest her soul.
Yes,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, she was a hoot to be around.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. What about Shirley Brown? I know she's still living. Is she in your area, right?
No, she's in Memphis.
Oh, she's in Memphis.
She's in
Okay.
Memphis. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I actually produced an album on Shirley Brown. I did a lot of writing and producing in the early years. And she's very professional to work with. She's everybody knows Shirley can be a little temperamental.
Is she easy to work with? That's the question.
Yes, yes, because she's so professional.
Okay.
No, she get in studio and a lot of times would knock a song out with one take.
Really?
One take. Now, there's not a lot of artists can do that. Willie Clayton does it, one take.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley Brown could do it, one take. Me, bunch of takes. So I never had that. So, but yeah, she was very professional to work with, and would give you exactly what you were looking for in the studio.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, it's amazing also that you have all of this experience, to have worked with the legends. Like, that is so crazy. And that's why I keep messing with you about this age. I'm even looking at your banner on the wall, like, okay, you look the same. Is that a recent picture of you?
Look, I
Is
guess it's
that
about
recent, that picture?
maybe
You look
about
just like the picture.
5 years old, maybe
That picture's
5.
5 years
Yeah,
old.
about 5.
Okay, so are you health conscious?
A little,
So
a
that's what
little,
that's what that is. That's what it's all
a
about.
little. I'm like just a little, not a whole lot. I'm more enjoy life conscious than I am health conscious.
Okay. All right.
In moderation,
In
but
moderation.
but
Yes. Yes.
I don't if the doctor says I don't eat a lot of pork, I barely eat pork at all. But every once in a while, I'm
Mhm.
give me some bacon, give me some skins every once in a while. So
Right, right. But
I
it's good to
might,
stay healthy.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, but enjoy life too.
I know you do.
Yeah,
But you know what? You seem to be a very private guy also. Are you private? You seem to be very, and which I think is a great thing, but when you're out there, you're out there.
I believe in that. I think that's an issue for a lot of artists. I saw an artist on Facebook Live a few weeks ago eating lunch on live. And I just looked at my phone like, what makes you think people want to watch you eat your lunch? I mean, you just sitting there eating, chewing, and talking, and what are we doing? So no, I think
They really need to be more professional about themselves because it is loose. It's loose out there, very loose, and a lot of times, from what I see, it seems like they just do whatever
yeah,
and still want to be booked on shows, and things of that
yeah,
nature. But people are watching you. They're watching every move that you make for the most part. And a lot of times, they don't realize that the promoters watch. They watch it. They might not say anything, but they watch. And it's like what you
absolutely.
said, like what make you think somebody want to sit and watch you eat?
I don't get that one. I
I
just
don't
think
get
you have
it.
to be careful. There is a such thing as oversaturation.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So what's your take on this thing when you see a lot of them, they come out with the same sound, same exact sound. The lyrics are different, and they're buying the same track and just out there floating around. What's your take on that?
they copycat. That's copycat. Nobody wants to. You people think in their mind because it worked for this guy that it'll work for me, or it worked for her, it'll work for me, and that's not necessarily true. That's why I think it's about being as creative as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of artists have lost that desire to be creative. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
take some chances, come up with some different sounds, some different styles. To me, that's what happened with Tucker. Tucker
Mm-hmm.
came up with a whole new style, basically. He called it swing, but it had an
Mm-hmm.
island feel to it, and it had a two step. Everybody could two step to it, and because he
Mm-hmm.
came up with that, it set him apart. It put him in a whole different vein, and I think that's what's
Yes.
missing. We got to come up with our own. I try to. I've never really been big on ballads. I like coming up with dance songs and songs that people can move to,
Mm-hmm.
and I think
Yes.
it's safe to say that's kind of what I'm known for. And
Yes.
so because I came up with that, that's what I decided I wanted to try to do with my music. You got to figure out your niche and
Mm-hmm.
stop trying to do what everybody else is doing.
Exactly right. Now, outside of the artists being competitive themselves, like what is your take on when the fans, like when King George came out, Tucker was already there in Southern Soul, even though George
Hmm.
was out there doing his thing on the other side. So now he comes in, and not everybody they want to compare the two. Is there comparisons between those two as far as you're concerned?
No, not at all. Two totally different styles. Two totally different. Even I think it's safe to say two totally different personalities. There's no comparison
Yeah.
there. And then the funny
Mm-hmm.
thing is that you know um, artists like those two, they have mutual respect for each other. Uh, there
Mm-hmm.
may be a little competition on stage, but it's friendly. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they cheer each other on. They cheer each other. They want to see each other do well. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
just like
Mm-hmm.
me and Terry, for example, Terry Wright, we do the same thing. I come out and watch his show,
Right.
stomp, clap, holler, hoop, and he do the same thing when it's my turn to hit stage. And I
Mm-hmm.
think having that understanding that there's room for all of us, and that if you're going to be competitive with it, it can be friendly competition. I want to see everybody do well.
Absolutely.
I want to see. I see Cecily on here. I want to see her do well. I want her show to. I want to see. We ain't gotta be hating on each other and not like each other because somebody's doing well on stage or because uh, they got a song that's doing well.
Absolutely.
We can support
Absolutely.
each other. And I think that's a lot of the problem with a lot of these artists.
Well, maybe you can help them by sharing your friendship with Terry, because I know you and Terry are very close. Last year, I interviewed you guys together.
Mhm.
So maybe tell them how you can build a relationship with an artist that's successful like yourself and keep it going for years to come.
It's easy. Just don't be jealous. Jealousy keeps all of that from happening. There's no room for that. There's really no need for it. I mean, like I said, I want to see the artist that's coming up, because what happens is if the artist that comes up in front of me does well, then that's gonna push me. Or if I come up on
Mhm.
stage and I do well, whoever's coming behind me, that's gonna push them. They gotta come with it. And what
Exactly right.
happens then is if you got however many artists you got on the stage, if everybody has that mindset and everybody does, you know, lets the artist before them push them to do well, the audience gets a great show.
Yes.
Everybody leaves
Yes.
happy.
Everybody leaves happy, but you said a mouthful. Jealousy plays a big part in what's going on right now in Southern Soul. The blackballing, as they call it. I say you have to have some money to blackball anybody. And I don't see that kind of money rolling around in Southern Soul, but some do have the talent to become very successful.
Right.
And when you don't have it, if you can promote your sister that's out there pushing through and you see she's working hard, get on the bandwagon with her, say, hey, I'm rooting for you. And then possibly while you're rooting for her, you can become successful as well just by doing that. And then
Right.
if you don't know, maybe you can ask her, like, hey, what's your take on this? I see you doing that. And you came in, you were right here, but now you moving up the ladder. So can you give me just a little bit of your strategy, possibly maybe to
Hmm.
help me get to the next level? Said, oh man, I don't like her. Go calling people, said, don't deal with her, don't deal with him. That's bad. So it is, it's
Yeah.
jealousy.
Yeah. Me and Terry, uh, me and Omar, we used to bounce ideas off of each other. He'd send me a song, give me honest opinion, what you think about it. I like it, I don't like it. You might want to try to do this, change that, and vice versa. Omar, what you think about this song? You know, I like it, don't like it. And being able to do that and respect each other's opinion and thoughts helps you create a better product, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times we do stuff and we like everything we do.
Everything,
That
everything.
that don't mean it's good just because we like it. If every artist, watch this, every artist thinks every song they put out is a hit. If they didn't think that, they wouldn't put it out.
Okay, so they put it out and then they ask your opinion, right? And you say
Mhm.
no. It seems okay, but you need to go back. Go back, maybe change this, change that. Then come back. But they don't handle that well. They
Well,
oh, you hate them.
I think it's too late at that point. If you've already put it out, you should have asked me before you put it out. Because
Well,
if
not
it's
putting it
out,
out, but I'm saying, yeah, if it's already out, they still ask you though. Once they put it out, they'll
yeah,
still come and ask you like what you think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they
they
will
will.
ask you that. Right now, they will
That's
still
true.
ask you, like, I just put this song out, what you think? And if I tell you what I think and it's already out there, you're gonna get upset because now you feel like, okay, you hating on me. And
Right.
you go tell somebody, yeah, I asked this person, what they think of my song. You got about 2 or 3 people saying, oh yeah, it's a hit, it's a go. And then you got at least 6 people saying, no, that ain't it. And you don't hear it played too much either. So now you feeling some type of way, but you put it out there. You had to go to the studio, right? And
Right.
that producer produced that song for you or gave you that track or whatever he did. And now you're out there like you ain't doing nothing with that.
Yeah. You know, hey, that's just one of those things that uh there's really no easy answer for. Um,
Right. It's not.
you know, it's not. It's really not an easy answer. You know, you just have to be honest with people. I mean, you know, and I think there's also a way to tell people. If somebody, if they've
Yes.
got a song that you don't like, you can't just go to them and say, "Hey, man, that's crap. That's BS or whatever." There's a way to talk to them, and you know, my thing is, I always say, you know, if I don't like it, that's my opinion. I don't like it. That don't make my opinion
Right.
wrong. You know,
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, the people determine what's a hit, not
That's
DJs,
right.
not artists, not record labels. The people, the audience, the public. So
Hmm.
there have been songs. I tell this all the time. Soul music. My song Soul Music was
Hmm.
not my favorite song on that CD. If it was up
Hmm.
to me, I didn't want that to be the first single.
Right. But
I
everybody loved that
everybody
song.
loved
They love that song.
it was a hit. The people made it a hit, not
Yeah, the
me,
people made
because
it a hit.
I didn't think. Well, I knew it was a good song. Don't get me wrong. And it was a great song. First time I heard it, Omar let me hear it. I knew I wanted to record it. I told him right then, say, man, I want this song. But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. There was another song on that CD that I liked better than Soul Music, and
Mm-hmm.
but thankfully, you know, once it got put out, the people decided that that was going to be a hit, and
Exactly.
and you know, I think a lot of people forget that. Like I just said, if it was up to us, let us tell it, let the artist tell it. Every song we ever put out is a hit. Every
Yes.
song.
And you just keep putting them out just
Yeah,
like that.
right. And I think we forget that's not our decision to make in the first place. The listeners, like DJ
Absolutely.
Tony, DJ T Money, he's the listeners. Listeners determine what's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, okay, you've given us all the information. You done answered every question like a pro. You don't even, you know what? Next time I'm gonna give you some real hard questions because all the questions you got your answers. Right? I think you wrote it down. You knew what we were gonna answer.
Not quite.
I'm just joking. So, what do you have new coming up? What you got going on? Like, I know I have this music. We're gonna play some music, so don't y'all go nowhere, so y'all can hear this music. But anything else you have on the table that's about to take place, or something you're working on, a project or anything?
You know, we just released a 5 song EP last year, middle of last year, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and we just dropped a new single called "Make It Rain." That's the new
Okay.
single,
Okay.
and we are working on new music right now. We're gonna put another 5 song EP out spring,
Okay.
pushing for spring, and at the same time, Terry Wright and I are working on a duet album.
Okay.
We're gonna call it. I think we're gonna call it "The Best of Both Worlds."
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's something we're really excited about. We've already done 2 songs, I think, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be a whole album. Or maybe
Y'all
it's gonna be.
always come through though. Y'all always come through.
Yeah. We got one in the can that I'm just waiting to put out. I'm gonna surprise everybody with that one. But we may just do a 5 song EP. I'm not sure, but we're really excited about that project. And eventually, I'm already working a little bit. I've got one, no, 2 songs. Um, Gospel project for me. Going back to my
Okay.
roots and do a little
Oh
of that
yes,
too. Yeah.
yes.
So,
I was
hey,
gonna ask you about that.
at this point, I'm recording for fun. I'm enjoying
Okay.
doing it. I hope, you know, of course, you hope the audience likes what you do, but I'm doing it for fun at this point. I'm enjoying recording and creating and being in the studio. So, you know, as long as I'm enjoying it and uh, it doesn't feel laborious, I'm gonna keep doing
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I know it's going to be great, whatever you do. I've been watching you for a very long time. And, I'm so honored also from the first time I asked you to come on my show. It wasn't a hesitation at all. And so every year since then, we've been doing it. And so We got to do it again. He told me twice a year, so we got to do another interview by the end of the year.
Next time we do, I want to do one by myself and one with Terry. How about that?
Yeah, the next one, I was gonna bring Terry with you this time. I said no, I got to split them up. So see you all in my head and then bring y'all back together. So we'll
That's
be
fine.
talking
That's
about
great.
it. We'll talk about it
That's
once
great.
I get to. Terry is always so busy, but he was so quick to come on here with you last year.
I can get him to sit
He
down
was ready.
longer.
Yeah, tell him to sit down for 30 minutes. I know
I,
he's not gonna give us an hour, but 30 minutes, he can do 30 minutes.
yeah, we get him to do it.
Yeah.
We'll get him to do it.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna give them some of your music. We won't play it all, but we're gonna give you all some Dick Allen, honey, a little something for the old school. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get you going, Vic. And Vic, who's doing your photos? Who do your photos? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Who do your covers on your songs?
The covers, well, the photos are done by a gentleman here in Jackson. His name is Fred Staten.
He is really good. Tell him an awesome job.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of graphic guys, a couple of different graphic guys that do my covers. One is computer art. What is it? His name is Nikita, and he lives in
Okay.
Memphis. I
Okay.
can't think of the name of his company though. Computer art. I think that's good. Computer art. But yeah,
Computer art. Okay.
somebody wants his contact, I'll just give it to you. How about that?
Right, there you go.
Yeah,
See there?
yeah.
All right, y'all. Here we go. Vic Allen.
This is my new single.
This the new single.
Yeah.
Tell us what y'all think.
I'm in the club one Saturday night, drinking up some partners and feeling right. Saw a beautiful girl from across the room. She was on the dance floor doing a freaking move. So I had to get closer to get a better view. She saw me staring, so I can't help it. Say, baby, let me see you shaking.
Hey.
Oh, come on, baby, shake that thing. If you shake it just right, baby.
Somebody say, hell yeah.
Just might make it rain. I promise, baby, let me see you shaking. I got a pocket full of cameras. Shake that thing. If you shake it just right, baby.
California is liking it.
Just might make it rain. Just might make it.
Memphis, Tennessee is liking it. Louisiana.
I got my drink. Let me got you one. Girl, I wanna see you move your body any way that you please. I wanna see
Come on, Vic.
your hands on your knees. So many on the dance floor. Good chance that I can get ready if you do the right.
Y'all gonna vote on it.
Baby, let me see.
Hey.
Come on, baby, shake that thing. If you shake it just right.
Look like they want to vote. Y'all go on and vote then on the scale of 1 to 10. Go on and vote. Somebody gave it 100. Ten times 10. 100. Okay, y'all vote then. 10. All right, 10. J.L. Thompson's husband did 10. Hey, Todd. You better sing, Vic. Oh, wait. How long has this one been out?
Just a couple of weeks. It's new. It's new.
So it's okay for me to send it to the radio station?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, well, let me send it over there right now.
Hmm.
Wow,
Absolutely.
let's send it.
Yeah,
They gave you
that's
this
only been
till
out 2 weeks. That's brand new.
2 weeks. Okay, let's move up to this one then. Big Allen, y'all. Make sure y'all share. Can you see the comments, Vic?
Yeah, I see them. I see them.
JL said that thing is good.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't gonna get in no trouble. Said that thing is good. Oh Lord. Why you had to put the loud in it, Vic?
Hey, look.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
that's when you know it's good. If you got the car, okay,
I ain't playing with you tonight. We ain't
right.
playing with you tonight, baby.
That's when you know it's good.
Big Allen fan page. Okay. What y'all got over there? Here we go. I hope y'all are sharing this. All right. Talk to him, Big. Go and talk to him. He's talking to y'all. Your cup empty now, Vic. You need a refill.
Just a little corner left. Just the corner.
Thank you for sharing, Joel. Del Simmons, what's up? Thank you, Ella, for sharing. Glenn said that's a swing out song. We got one more, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more because Vic got to go refill his cup.
That's right.
His cup is empty.
Listen. Thank y'all for being so wonderful. I really appreciate y'all. Listen, I got time for one more song. If y'all don't mind,
one more.
I'll do a little something like this. Come on, fellas.
That's the song right there, y'all. That's the song right there.
That's the live version.
It's a bit good. Tupac water. It's good for the soul. And when the weekend comes, all the disgrace in I took the book when I was dancing everywhere. And nothing like hey. So music. What's up, Steve Perry? Steve is speaking
Perry.
to you.
What's up, Steve, buddy? We go back a long way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Daryl Simmons is here.
That's my good friend too.
It's black the same. Hey. Keep it, keep it. Let's go back to sing it. Just put it on the show. You know what? You got some of the young people who live in the world. Theo! That's why I told you that's so music. I feel so wave your hands, y'all. I'm gonna give you a quick test. I'm gonna give you 3 quick examples of what I think soul music really is. And if you can follow me, then I know you know what you're talking about. Y'all ready? Come on, soul music goes like this. Baby, let's cruise. You better stop showing them. That's good. That's good. Give it up. It's so good. Loving somebody. Something that do that. You know what that is? I'm saying. That ain't nothing but something. That thing still sounds good, don't it, Steve? Y'all done got a whole concert tonight. Y'all done got
That's
a
the
whole concert tonight. A whole concert.
that's
YouTube.
the live. That's the live version.
I know what I'm saying. They just got
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
concert. Chicago. They up in
yeah.
here. Atlanta. Um, California, Memphis, Mississippi,
Oh
Maryland.
yeah.
You done gave them a whole concert all over the world. Did y'all like that? Mr. Big Allen, baby. It says, yes, somebody said, good job. You did a wonderful job. Yes, yes. So y'all stay tuned for more Big Allen. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people?
Just thank everybody for supporting me over the years. Got more to come, more music coming. Of course, you want to find me on the socials or on anywhere online, make sure you spell VICKALLEN. Uh, one more time, support my new project that just released on Sonya Allen, uh, YouTube, all the digital sites everywhere. Support that as
Why don't you
well.
email it to me when we're done or tomorrow so I
I
can
will.
have it?
Okay,
Yeah, email
I'll
it
do
to
that.
me and you tell her I said congratulations. We're gonna have to get her on here so we can
Okay,
talk about it. Yeah.
sounds good.
Do an
Sounds good.
interview with her. She ain't shy of the camera. I see her out.
Oh no, no, not at
Yeah,
all.
so possibly in March, we can get her on. That'll be really nice.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll get her on. So, okay, Vic, thank you so much. And listen, we don't put it out there now, YouTube and all those other places we stream tonight. And I'm gonna have you back real soon, you and Terry.
Okay, sounds good.
Probably March also. So you talk to Terry, and we coming back with more Vic Allen and Terry, right? Because they are so funny together. Y'all stay tuned for
We're gonna
that.
have some fun.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight from all over the world. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm looking all over because I'm streaming from a couple of places here. But Vic, I thank you again, and thank you for always saying yes to your sister.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
always.
looking forward to you coming back. Tell your family I said hello and good night to you.
We'll do it. Thanks for having me.
Oh yes, I'll see you later.
God bless.
Bye. Okay, you all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. This is the Lady Coaco Show, the show where everybody is somebody. Every Tuesday night, 7:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are right here doing it just like this. All right. This coming Thursday, we will be back at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time with the Queens of Royalty podcast. That's another show of mine with Kiminette Hall, Stephanie Luckett, and Stella Stone. We will be back and we will be speaking on family, any family issues that you may have, anything that you have dealt with family. We're going to be speaking on that this coming Thursday night. Next Tuesday, on the Lady Coco Show, we have Ice Style. Ice Style have new music out there with Cupid, and she's going to come on and share more of her career versus her music also. And then next Wednesday, we have a show with Miss Connie Moe, Sky Watley, Coffee Brown. They're going to be talking about the show that they have in Atlanta, Georgia, February 18th. So y'all stay tuned for that. And then next Wednesday, I will have the cast from Southern Soul Sunday, the movie. The executive producer for that movie is Philip Martin from Houston, Texas. So we will have Nellie Tiger Travis, Big Yayo, Miss Connie Moe. We have Red Top, and there are several more that's going to be on that show as well. So that is next Thursday. All right. So y'all put these dates on your calendars. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the Lady Coco Show. I appreciate each and every one of you all that takes the time to come on and share my podcast. We have become very well known, like nationwide. And so because of you, we are becoming even more prompt out there as a podcaster, and the followers and the fans doing what y'all doing. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no me. So I appreciate it so much. And thank you all for having the patience to stay here and listen to what the artists have to say. So I'm going to say good night, and I will see y'all on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Queens of Royalty podcast. Good night, everybody.